What's going on YouTube? I'm at the Wisconsin Regionals. This dude just made top 8 with what deck, sir?
Goblin Biker.
Nice. Let's see the list, man. That's spicy as hell.
All right, so I'm assuming 3rd or 4th with this deck. Pairings have not been done yet, but I got that with 52 Cash Fiendsmith Goblin.
Okay.
So I'll just go over quick ratios. 3 Doug. This card's insane. Just 1 card combo into Fiendsmith plus normal Goblin with IP and Gabunga. Against Ryzel, this thing will eat up a whole 3-mat detonator. So this is kind of like my go-to when I go against Ryzel. 2 Gone Wild. I've been debating between going 1 to 2, but this card's also another starter. This thing is insanely good because in any way it's sent to the grave, you just take a monster and put it under a Gabunga or a Crazy Beast. So when you get around matches that you just can't really affect the monster with on board, like for example a Baguska, you just send this to grave against a Ryzel, suck out the Baguska, and you just play normally. 2 Clair Exploder. I've been debating again 1 to 2, but I played 2 because of grind, like especially with like Malice and stuff. When I'm burning through all my cards and this eventually gets banished by its own effect, I need the 2nd copy, and it's just really good to top deck also into late game because you just normal summon it and you can start your combo all over again. Other goblins I played was 1 Memerk, 1 Boommock. These came up pretty seldom. I use this a lot to stop detonators. And then this one just seldomly came up. Like, I never really used it to summon one from hand. I only mainly use it to just summon itself from grave just to make like Gossip Shadow and stuff. So that's it for all the goblins. They did fantastic. I didn't play much Ryzeal, so I can't really say that they overperformed in that matchup, but against other stuff, really good. No one knew what they did. Next up, the Fiendsmith stuff. 2 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie. These cards overperformed like crazy. This being able to make Caesar, insulating your plays, allowing you to kind of go into Goblin combo or make Crazy Beast, and then to just OTK with Lancer and stuff like that, is amazing. Honestly, if I could, I would bump Engraver to 3, so I just have another way to like do the combo without using my normal summon, but I didn't have access to a 3rd. But besides that, really, really good. Next part that no one really plays in this deck is the Cashiers. 2 Unicorn, 1 Fenrir. I think this stuff is insanely good in this deck because that gets you just a free interruption that insulates your turn 1 plays. For example, if you just drop Unicorn and start doing Goblin plays, if they want to start interrupting you, they have to place a monster effect like Ash or stuff for like that, and then you look at their extra deck, and if they're playing like Ryzeal, you just get rid of a detonator, and you just get rid of both detonators by the time their turn comes, or you just at least see what they're playing, so you can mold your board specifically. Fenrir is just Fenrir. Fenrir is really good. None of these cards overperformed. Next is the Extenders / Starters. 3 Terratop, 1 Takatomborg. It's just a free rank 3. I keep forgetting that this thing can like do its effect on normal summon, which came up a few times where I had like Unicorn. I would just normal summon the Terratop, then search Takatom, and then just kept doing combo like that.
Yeah.
Next, 1 Yanyan, 1 Wielder, 1 Tracker. These 2 never came up. I always sided them out. I think Wielder only happened once, but even then, like in theory, they're really good. You should play them just in case you draw them with a Goblin and they negate it. You just at least have a way to Gabunga, but they were lackluster. Nyan, really insane grind game. It is horrible to draw, but once you get all like E-Telly and stuff, you have endless grind. Every turn when you summon a level 3, even like a hand trap, you just summon a Nyan back, and you can make a Gabunga or whatever rank 3 you need. And this can even shuffle back like banished cards off of Unicorn or Fenrir or stuff like that. So if they get rid of key cards you need, you just put it right back. This card I highly recommend. Next up for hand traps. 3 Mulch Army, 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, 3 Nibiru, 3 Imperm. These all felt solid today. None of them I really can complain about. This card is overachieved, making literal turn skips. It felt like playing Maxi again.
Yeah.
This one, I wish it did more. It mainly just killed Births today, which was good enough for me, but could have done more. Nibiru did really solid. Ash is Ash, Imperm's Imperm. Don't really know what to say. These 2 being level 3 is insanely good for this deck because, of, like I mentioned, the Nyan or other level 3 extenders. So keep that in mind when you play this, that these cards can literally be combo starters. Next, 3 Grand Entrance, 2 Breakout. This card is insane. This card alone breaks Yugioh boards, and this card just does everything you need, allowing you to search a combo starter, then add back for follow-up next turn is just all you need, because if they barely break your board, you have enough gas to just beat them. And Breakout is insane because if they Nibiru you, you get the token, you can just break out the token and just start combo all over again. So yeah, these ratios, I always side these, I just side these 2 out, but honestly, solid. I would always play 3 and 2. More extenders, 3 emergency teleport. This card just summons out Nyan Nyan and the other psychics. You can even summon Ogre off of this, which is a nice interrupt. This just helps just play around hand traps and give you more gas when you need it. 2 talents. It's talents. This card's insane. I mainly use it to look at hands, so I can mainly use it just to look at hands to hand rip and then just play around that, because I think if my board's okay, but I know what they're playing and like it is in their hand, and I get rid of this stuff that's a key card, I'll be perfectly fine. Next is just the mandatory requirements for Engine that I play in this deck, or kind of the bricks. Tracked, Pressure Planet, Birth, Full Armor. Like, these 2 are perfectly fine to draw. These 2 are what suck really bad. But these 2, this card is insanely strong. Tracked, it's insanely strong. Birth, I never use the last effect to banish 3, but being able to just constantly restore, reborn Unicorn, especially in grind game when that comes up, is insanely strong. So yeah. And then Full Armor. This card is the cheesiest thing in this game because you'll like make a quick Gabunga on their turn and they'll try to attack. You go, okay, armor equipped the rank 5, double damage, they die and they just kill themselves. This card is insane. I love this card in this deck. I am never taking it out. This thing just overperformed. Next is Extra Deck. We got 2 Gabunga. Best card in this deck. This thing just does so much. It's full Fiendsmith combo plus. This thing is just insane in grind. It's a great starter. It does everything you literally need. It breaks boards by itself. 1 Crazy Beast. I thought this card sucked at first when I tried it, but it grew on me because it can just suck up random spell traps. And once per duel, you can just make it come back and you just do easy OTKs with this thing. Also, it randomly has a Ding Gearsu effect to protect your whole board, which came up a little bit with a Detonator, but I mainly use it just to OTK by putting Lancer on top of it, detaching, then just bringing back the Crazy Beast and just swinging for game.
Nah, that's a sick profile, bro. Any final thoughts, shout-outs?
I mean, I did.
Side deck too, right?
Yeah, I didn't finish this profile.
My bad. You know, I'm a little sleepy, bro. Bear with me, bro.
No, you're good. Next, Gossip Shadow. Just a generic monster negate. It's pretty fine. I was originally going to play Droll in the side deck because when you negate, you just force them to draw and then you can just Droll them out of adding any cards, but I didn't go for it. But this thing is insane, especially when stopping Nibiru early in the game. This package is nuts. Being able to just drop this on a Gabunga that was negated, search the XE trap, and then later in the duel go Lancer over Wave King is just so much value for no reason. And this card's last effect to just do double damage. Perfect. Like I said, it's the cheese with the armor. And this card's insane. In simplified game states, you're just able to bring back an Engraver, equip the Requiem, then just sucks up. This thing can every turn at least get 2 sucks a turn, like 1 on your turn, 1 on your opponent's. And this, like I said, in simplified game states, this thing's insane. 1 Wave King. You just play this because of the Fiendsmith stuff, and this card is insane because with the 1 card combo, you can use Grand Entrance, detach material off the Wave King, and go full combo, and you still have installation with Wave King. And later in the combo, you armor into Lancer, and then after you spent the last material, and then you just suck up another card. So this card alone is like 3 interrupts when you have your full combo going. Next, kind of just Fiendsmith stuff. 1 Requiem, 1 Mood, 1 Sequence. I only use this, I think, twice. I mainly use this just to make Wave King or Crazy Beast, but it was really good, honestly. 1 IP, 1 SP. I made these both only once, but I still would play them, honestly, 100%. These cards are still really insanely good. Next is a Sprint. I never summoned this. Never did. Its idea was that you were supposed to send Scattershot with it in time because there's another rank 3 that does burn, but I just didn't like it. I just thought Sprint's more generic, so I played it. But I never summoned it. In all honesty, I should have played Typhon over this because Typhon's just really strong into Yugioh, and if I get nibbed, I can at least just crack the board there. And then Typhon at least allows me to play Goblin stuff, but no, I screwed up. This should have been Typhon. Last of the fusions, 1 Desiree, 1 Necroquip. It's Fiend Smith's package. I never really summoned this except for the 2 times with sequence. I mainly sent this off a Slayer, like twice. That was it. But besides that, play him. Next is side deck. You already know about the scatter shots for time. But other parts, 3 Lancia. It's for Malice. Malice alone. Really it. This card just turns off the turn. Really nice. 3 Thrust. Every game I could side deck, I put this in. This card is nuts. I would play this in the main deck even if I wanted to, but this card's just insane. Always play this in every deck, honestly. Because this gets you just so much variety of cards you need, like Talents, or for my deck, like Grand Entrance. You also get to the next few cards, which is Slayer, Harpy, Evenly, Sanctum, Mischief. These cards were just my toolbox with Rust. This card was phenomenal when I needed it. Never sided this in. I never played any back row decks. This card was so good. This was great against Malice, and this was okay against Yugioh. Honestly, with this, I should have played a better power trap like Durarama. Cannon, I forgot the trap's name. But this was okay. But Thrust is just insanely strong. And then last but not least, Pile Up. Pile Up is just insane on your opponent's turn. You turn a Spent Gabunga into a Crazy Beast. You suck up one of their spell traps, and then you can DD Crow one of their cards, attaching it to your Crazy Beast, and then get another suck after that. This card was just, I only played it twice, but in those 2 games, it just carried so hard. I'd play this 100%. Yeah, that's really it, honestly. Deck was phenomenal. I loved playing it. It was strong, no real bricks except for the last match. I bricked twice. But no, this deck was perfect. It did everything I needed it to. I plan on playing it more because this deck's phenomenal. So yeah, that is top 4, I'm assuming, Goblins?
I can confirm it was 4th.
4th? Okay.
Let's go.
Top 4 Goblin Biker, Cashier Fiend Smith.
Any final thoughts, any shout-outs?
Shout-outs to the Grind TCG. They sponsored me for this one tournament, and I told them I'm going to do good, and here I am. Friends that helped me borrow cards, like I did not have a single Fool loss today, and right before round 1, I got 3 Fool loss, and
the rest is history.
The rest is history, yeah. Besides that, honestly, that is all.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the profile, bro.
Of course. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.